Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today is Saturday the 5th of July. It's currently night time here in Sydney, Australia. And um, what I want to talk about in this video is discipline, and how having discipline is maybe the single most important trait to A, moving towards success, whatever that means for you, and B, just living a good life. Now, the thing about discipline is it's your ability to do something even when you don't want to do it. So, with the gym, for example, I like going to the gym. So it doesn't really require much discipline. But the times that there's sometimes some days that I don't want to go, and that's where discipline kicks in. Why discipline is important is because success in anything, relationships, career, business, sporting endeavors, requires consistency. It requires you to show up day after day after day after day after day. It requires you to train, requires you to practice, requires you to perform. And the only way to show up consistently is to do it on the days you feel like it and the days you don't feel like it. And at the same time, discipline also works this way. It's the ability to not do something when you want to do it. And in that case, the easiest hack for that is just environment. So, for example, if you have a tendency to drink alcohol, don't have any alcohol in your house. Don't go to any events. Well, this might be difficult to avoid, but difficult to implement in terms of social gatherings. But try to just avoid situations where there is alcohol, for example. So, yeah, discipline is very important, and I've also noticed in my life that I feel fullest and the best about myself when I am staying disciplined. It's not when I'm, on holiday, or not when I, have nothing to do. It's really when I get everything done that I need to do, because you just feel proud. You can look yourself in the mirror and be proud of the person that you see, because you're able to do something even when you don't feel like it. You're able to stick to your word. And now the practical tip I have for discipline is actually just routine. Just having a checklist that you do every single day. Making work and making the things you need to do a habit, so you rely less on your willpower. That's the number one. So I have a long checklist of things I need to do every single day. And perhaps for someone else looking in, you might see me as being very disciplined, but to me, it's kind of just normal. So, ironically, the one way to be disciplined is kind of make a routine, and have the habits that kind of don't require you to utilize your willpower. It just becomes second nature. Like, you don't really need discipline to wake up and brush your teeth, for example, because that's just habit. Yeah, I had a thought, but I just lost it. But yeah, no, discipline and consistency. I'm learning this year. I always knew about it, but this year I've really worked on honing down my discipline. And the thing that's working for me most is just the consistency. Like, I know, even on the weekends, I have certain things I need to do Saturday, Sunday, and in addition to the things that I do every single day. So yeah, that's it. Just show up every single day. And you might think that doing similar things every single day is kind of boring, but it's really not. It's very fulfilling. And you notice that on the days that you don't do what you need to do, or stray from your routine, that's when you kind of feel off track, or you don't feel great about yourself. Speaking from my own experience, at least. So yeah, be disciplined, make a routine. And when you're making your daily checklist and daily routine, start off small, start off very simple, right? You need to get points on the board, and you need to create some momentum. So like, actually I would just make it too realistic. I mean, too easy to do. So it could be like walk 10 minutes, drink 1 glass of water in the morning, work for half an hour on the computer, like very easy. And then you kind of progressively overload, so it feels natural again. But there are times where you do have to exercise your willpower, and you have to train that as well. So like something you could do every day is just like a cold shower, for example. But yeah, that's it. That's the video. Stay disciplined, show up every single day, and I'll see you in the next one.